Welcome along, everyone. What was it like, that experience, jumping into your first race?
It's been my life ever since I can remember.
Look, it really was unbelievable.
I think it's awesome.
Just go out there and give it your all every time. And
when you're young and you get in your old man super stock and you wreck it, I mean, it's pretty cool.
Craig Booker with the big smile. He is the voice that's behind what you get to hear every Sunday night.
Give it the hoot, Daddy. Look at that field. Doesn't it look fantastic?
Hey everyone, welcome along to the show. It's in the cockpit with KINSER. It's our first show for 2023. I hope you've all had a wonderful Christmas, let alone a wonderful New Year's as well. He joins me from Bump and Run. Craig Booker's with us right now. How are you, Books?
Oh, I'm doing great, mate. I'm excited for our first show of the season. What a lineup we've got for the season. And so far, fingers crossed, touch wood, all my technical stuff's working, so I better not complain too much. But yeah, what a show we got tonight, mate, with the guests and the 1, 2, 3 NZ stock cars. The Red and Ammaron are joining us, Peter and Mitch. It's just a great show, and I'm excited for this weekend too, mate. Like, bring it on, New Zealand Supers.
Yeah, hard out. Look, and everyone's aware of the decision that was made. Ammaron was down live at the track as well. So, overall, a great decision, and we'll get the low down on all of that with Red. And like you say, Ammaron joining us as well. But, Christmas for you, mate. Good family time, New Year's.
Oh, mate, my New Year's, I was in bed by 9:30, brother. I don't remember that anymore, but Christmas was great, and I hope everybody else had a great Christmas, and those that travelled and those that have got to see Speedway this year are very, very lucky with the weather giving us a bloody hard time all the time lately. But how about you, mate? How was all yours? You've been having a bit of a shake, rattle and roll today, eh?
Yeah, definitely felt up and down the country. Woke up early this morning, 20 to 6 rudely with the big earthquake, only just down the road in Te Aroha from me. So that's only like 10, 50-minute drive. But we had a few little aftershakes after there and another one this afternoon. But, overall Christmas, New Year's, mate, it was wonderful. Family time, 8 heaps as you do. And haven't yet got to a Speedway meeting, but this weekend I will be. I know there's been a fair bit on tonight as well. Fastest lap at Miami with the sprint cars, 13.3 by Jamie Larson, I see. And Van Gisbergen, third place in his first heat tonight at Miami in a sprint car. So the Giz, his first time on that track. What can't he bloody drive, to be honest? Should get him on a super stock or a stock.
Yeah, well, the weather here is just keeps going around us. I look out my window and let's hope the same thing at Huntly. It keeps going around the track. We don't care if it rains in Hamilton or Auckland. As long as it misses that Huntly track, we'll be happy, And to those that are watching, myself and Kins here, we're going to be there. They've asked us to come down and do scrutineering for them, so we're going to go live from scrutineering for you people, as long as we get a good signal down there. We're going to talk to the drivers as they come up to get their cars done, so a little bit extra for everybody, a little bit more about the people that can't make the weekend, the unlucky ones, we'll say. But yeah, we'll be live, Kins, won't we, doing the interviews with the drivers as they come up to get scrutineered.
Yeah, exactly. Looking forward to it. We're quite excited to do our little bit to help promote the event as well, and we did a promotion to a big event recently held up there in Auckland, which was the New Zealand stock car title. And as you say, we've got our guest sitting to the side there who will be joining us. Just quickly, shout out to Corbin Bork, who's joined us. Corbin, good to have you watching. Bevan Giltrap as well, Jack Means, Brad Wright, Richard and Trudy Aldridge. I know you got a big weekend down there in Stratty with the North Island Stockcar Champions down there as well. Hope things will go well for you and everything goes all good.
You're reading the comments, eh, Ray?
Yeah.
Hey, what we'll quickly do while you're reading those, I'm just going to pop this on the screen for people. Oh, what do we got here? Hang on. I need...
You're all good.
I've got to find the right one. There we go. So for people going this weekend, let's go through it. So on Thursday, tomorrow, you've got your vehicle checking between 3 and 6, and then driver's briefing and a practice. Now I believe that the Pits Media Kins are going to stream the practice. Right. For, is it $15? I think you pay to watch the practice tomorrow.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Okay.
And of course, it'll carry on the Friday with the qualifying and everything like that. Look, there is the scrutineering, 10:30, 2:30, 4 o'clock, the driver's briefing, introductions. Then you got, of course, the officials, and then you got the Grand Parade 6:15, 7 o'clock. It all starts. Should wrap up that night, and then we got the finals on Saturday. But we'll get right in deep with that with our other two guests, Ammaron and Reed, a bit later on. They'll tell you the full details because they've had meetings after meetings and they've made the decision it's going to go ahead. Just go back to last weekend and let's bring in our first guests, our three of them actually.
Okay, well, I'll pop out and let you talk to Josh, Scott, and Gary, and then I'll be back after that, mate. So enjoy. So let's bring them in for people to listen to. Here we go. So let's sign.
3 and Z. We've got Gary coming in to join us. Scotty,
I need to remove myself. There we go.
There we go. Let's and pop back in. One. There's 1 NZ. Here's 2 NZ. And there's the 3 NZ popping on. Hey guys, how are you?
Good.
Hey, you're good, mate. First and foremost, congratulations to you three. How are you feeling? You know, I know Josh, we were talking just off air before you slept in your car, but Gary, mate, how's it been for you? You know, not changing your bloody number, keeping 3 again, and keeping the car, I would guess.
Yeah, it's quite convenient, really. I went back out the next morning. It was all siren, so she was good to go.
What about you, Scotty, mate? You know, achieving the 2 NZ, mate. Changed from the 808 to the 2, so that's the second Auckland car on the podium. You'll be pretty stoked.
Yeah, pretty happy. A single-digit number fits the car a lot better than the triple digits, so it's always a bonus. But it's a dream to get on the podium in the stock car class, and yeah, I'm just stoked over the moon.
Awesome, mate. And Chilla, you know, 1 NZ, mate. I know you've been sleeping in the car. Look, it's all behind you and everything. It's not the first time you've been on the podium in the stocky, but mate, congratulations and bringing home the 1 NZ.
Cheers, mate. It's definitely a hard meeting to do that beat because the fast runs, track conditions, it was just everything involved. It wasn't as easy as what it looked.
Yeah, Gary, look, you're home track, and I know, Scotty, same with you as well, mate. Gary, but, you know, going in there, and you're right up there, obviously, on the beating side of things. Everyone was talking about Gary and everything and so forth. Mate, you feel the pressure was on you or had a target on you? You just did what you had to do?
Yeah, there's always a big target. But the odds in that, but our home track advantage went away a bit when it went so slick. I don't think I've raced on a track like that in Auckland ever. So, but hey, it was pretty cool just to get there. Qualifying was I had a shit first run, so I was pretty happy to get up and qualify, and then whatever happened from there, we're pretty happy with. But to get back to the top was pretty cool.
Yeah, and yourself, Scotty, you know, at home, obviously, you know the track, no doubt. You know, there was a tough race, some of the toughest stuff you've been in.
Yeah, for sure. And like Gary said, the track was completely different. Usually we're real drivey, so I was sort of hoping I was going to catch a few guys out, but then it went completely opposite. So big shout out to Leach Motorsport. They built a hell of a car, and the QTR was pretty easy to get to the window we needed to. In the slick, and it's some of the slickest conditions I've driven in since I've come back. So yeah, it was definitely a challenge.
Josh, already I mentioned Richard and Trudy Aldridge watching the show. They're already saying up the 1 NZ to you, mate. Being home down there as well, mate. Well done to you, you know. And, mate, it was a tough weekend for you as well.
Yeah, definitely missed the setup in the practice and went all noise backwards. Heat 2, lap 2. And then battle, but qualifying group and just whatever happened in that finals, whatever happened. As soon as it went black, I knew I was going to be right because I've raced on a few black tracks like that, and it doesn't worry me one bit.
Yeah. Gary, you know, when you think about it too, I think you got spun out there in one of those bloody races. And I thought, oh, here we go. He's going to have to play catch up here. But you just put the foot down. That's the only way, you know, mate, is to try and make decisions as you can and get those points, get through tonight too.
Yeah, I think I spun myself. It was pretty poor, actually. But maybe that was the little kick in the ass I needed for the rest of the weekend, to be honest. It probably did me a favour.
So what are you going to do with the car? Now it's a single digit or too early to ask?
I don't know. I was sort of just waiting to see what happens with this New Zealand Supers and get this out of the way and then have a good hard think. The new Reeses have come a long way from my current car. But, time will tell, really.
Yeah, just watch the
Need
space
a
on
big
Rees.
sponsor, right? Need a big sponsor.
Hey, Scotty,
Is
Cody.
Pete still watching?
Yeah, well, he might be. He was disappeared with Ethan. He is going to join us soon, so he's not that far away.
I'd look into could you Rees, mate? Just if you're watching.
Just putting it out there. Hey, Scotty, Cody Miller's jumped into the chat here as well. Scott, I believe this isn't your first 2NZ?
Oh yeah, not maybe in the real cars, but no, I've managed to I've got a number a couple times in the old RC, so it's good fun racing with those boys. I made a lot of new friends around, and yeah, they're pretty good buggers. Those guys from down the Naki way, and no, it's awesome.
Yeah, I'm guessing Dad would have been stoked to see you pick up a single digit.
Yeah, absolutely. He's pretty chuffed. Yeah, absolutely.
And tell us about the car. We can see the picture. Everyone can see the picture of the car. You've got a flash screen that shows your car. Tell us a bit about that car, mate.
Oh well, it's the original QTR1, and yeah, it's definitely a lot different to what I was used to when I first got it. But no, it's doing the business now, and yeah, really enjoying throwing it around the place. So no, it was rock solid. Really had a few gremlins in qualifying as you do, but no, it was rock solid all weekend. So yeah, I can't complain.
Yeah. All right, Josh Harley Rob, mate. You knew he was going to watch the show. He always jumps in and watches the bloody show. Josh Walsh, old chiller. Falcon, the world, baby. Yeah, he loves the Falcon.
Yep, Falcon and carburetor.
Mate, good on you for doing that. And, are you three guys? Oh, well, I know you, Gary, won't be down there this weekend. You're in Huntly, aren't you? Racing in Huntly now. Now it's all been confirmed.
Yeah, I'm Huntly, and then we're down to Stratford the following weekend for the Grand Prix, North Islands.
North Islands, yeah. So I'm guessing the 3Us, no doubt, will be heading down there, eh?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Josh, pressure on you, mate, being your home track and everything like that.
It is what it is. Again, just as long as I can qualify and keep my nose clean, and I've done plenty of laps around Stratford, so I know where to hide and I know where to run. So it's I'll be okay.
Mate, when you won the 3NZ, not that long ago, then top it off with this 1NZ, obviously celebrations still since then. Did you think you would ever achieve a 1NZ on top of your 3?
Nah, not the one.
Yeah.
But I've put a lot of hard work in the shed. This new car, I've spent a lot of time on setup, everyone's helped me, and get that result. It's definitely unreal.
Yeah, mate. Well, Gary's talked about it. Obviously, he's at Huntly this weekend. We are going to catch a Red and Ammaron. They're going to talk to us about that decision they made earlier today. The big meeting's going ahead, so everything is normal there. But, with Gary, he's got the Superstock this weekend. Scotty, what are you doing in Superstocks? Anything there, mate, or just sticking to your stock car for now?
Yeah, there's a few things in the pipeline coming up. So, yeah, I'll be definitely pedaling a Superstock before the end of the season. So yeah, it'll be good to get back out there. And after getting dragged into I think it was final couple of years back in the Stratford Scrappers, being their 6th driver, yeah, it was a bit of an eye opener how far they've come. So it'll be good to get back out there. And yeah, but I'm really enjoying the stock car racing at the moment. So that's where my focus is.
Cool.
For more fights.
Awesome, mate. Josh, yourself, Superstock, what's happening there? Anything much?
I've got one current moment that I've been linked to. It is for sale, but I have been given the opportunity. I'll just race it at Stratford till it sells. So I'll be double duty at Stratford for the rest of the season. And right away, most a bit with the one, and just live it up really.
Good on you, mate. Good on you. When you think, Gary, with these young guys coming on through, the Superstock class is going to be a good class, obviously, in the years they've got ahead. Not, saying that you've still got plenty of years in you, mate. You still get out there and kick butt, and no doubt you love the team stuff as well. But, just bring on this weekend for you and the Superstocks.
Yeah, the Super. I quite like the Super because there's just no pressure on me. It's just going out for the fun, really. And the car I've got's pretty cool. Another Rees car, so we're slowly getting in the right direction with that, so I'm pretty excited about this weekend. Just go hard and see what happens.
Yeah, see what happens. Just as you say, I think with the decision made, everyone's going to have to change of thought now, because we'll find out more about that, obviously, when the boys join us at 8 o'clock. We're also going to catch Peter Rees and Mitch Vickery, who's currently on holiday at the moment. He'll be joining us. So heaps going on there. Yeah, Harley, Scotty's just touched on the super stock. They're all asking about bloody teams, everything like that, because we all know this morning the Poms are finally coming over. They'll be here for World 240s and let alone the big teams event in Palmy. So, bit of exciting news there. Dave Thomas, Lucky Speedway New Zealand, let you keep the 3NZ on your car there, Gary. Like you say, you don't have to change it, eh?
Definitely.
Yeah. So that's cool. So heaps going on. Then I'm guessing the celebrations, especially for you two young guys down the bottom here up at the home track, everyone would have been hyped up, especially with two Auckland cars on the podium there, eh? Would have been buzzing out.
Yeah, it was pretty. It was a pretty long night. Went into the morning, I'd say. So yeah, that was pretty good.
Have you slept in your car yet, Scotty?
Nah. Oh, nah. It's out in the cold garage, So nah. I tell you what, though, it is pretty comfy. When you're sitting in there on the dummy grid and you're there for a little while, you do find yourself starting to nod off. It's it's just that comfy. Yeah.
What about you, Gary? Like
What,
Josh,
sleeping in the car?
Yeah.
Nah, not me. But I've been hard at it. The bus shed itself on the way home, so it would be pretty hard trying to get that going, and just drama after drama. But all full steam with the super for me at the moment.
Yeah. Focus on this weekend coming up. Josh, obviously, what's it been like, since you won that? I'm guessing the celebrations would have gone into the wee hours of the next morning, let alone days after that, mate. You're still celebrating at the stage, I would guess.
Oh, yeah, it slowly calmed down a little bit, but yeah, we had a that night. No, had a couple of days in Auckland, but it was definitely good to get home, sleep in bed, and just take it all in, sort of read all the messages and get ring some people that I want to get hold of. And yeah, definitely a cool feeling.
Yeah, it's a feeling, and it's something that you'll never ever forget. It's something in your life that you'll remember. And the name Chilla is going to be around for some time, mate, in the stock car ranks, especially as 1NZ. Gary, well, he's had a couple of single digits on his cars, and the name Lonergan just carries on living in the stock car class. It's good to see you, Gary.
Yeah, keep going for a little bit longer now, apparently. So pretty excited about it. These titles coming up, the next two I've got to try and defend. So I'm pretty keen to try and have a good go at those.
Yeah. Right, Steve Lennon, this is for you, Josh. James Thames just put in a comment here. Steve Lennon, you know the name Steve Lennon down in Christchurch Way?
Yep.
Wants to know if Chilla would do the Battle of the Stocks.
Yep, we have talked about that just a couple of days ago, trying to get down south. So yeah, I just got to have a talk to some sponsors and see how I can get down there. And yeah, definitely in the pipe.
All right, Nevin's got that's cool. That's good news. I hope that all falls into place for you, mate. And any sponsors out there want to jump on board, jump on and catch up with young Josh there. Nevin's asked a question for you, Scotty. Have you ordered your new helmet yet?
Yeah, it's got to be a special order. My head swelled so much after getting the number. So it's already big enough as is. So nah, it's yeah, cheers, Nevin.
you need these comments are going to come. And Jacob Close, can you tell Josh that Ella Bar says says you are her Joshy? Oh, there you go. So you got your local fans, eh? Gary, this stuff doesn't happen just like that, eh, mate? Because, these people we're going to recognise now, whether it's sponsors, family and crew. It all starts in the build-up to the big events, and now you're back in the shed, obviously, for this event coming up in Huntly. But, mate, do a bit of a shout-out to some of your sponsors and people who help you out.
Yeah, I really wasn't prepped for this game. Well, the missus, just like first and foremost, without her letting me do what I do, I couldn't do it. And my mum and dad, they were driving force. Paulie, Grasshopper, Derek and Helen, Rick. The crew we've got is pretty awesome. Been with us a long time. And sponsors are Chester's, Hydroflow, Bubble Electrical, North Stranger Conditioners, Rees Race Cars, Munchies Motorsport.
There's a few more.
Yeah, Ty City, Glenfield. Yeah, I'm
Mate,
sure, Mr.
Mate, you done well. You know, when I put you on the spot there, so it's someone that you've had association with, obviously companies and people that have looked after you, and for you to run that off the top of your head, mate, that's well done to you, Scotty. Okay, what's James says? Tell Scott to stand up. I want to see how tight that hoodie is. Nah, don't do that.
Yeah, they only had two X's there, so it was a bit tight across the shoulders. Nah, it's sort of all right.
Did you go out to Western Springs and watch that? Did you?
Yeah, for what I could see, through the dust. But yeah, no, I was felt a bit sorry for them. It was pretty disappointing, the track they served up there. And then to have them come out of the Waikato and then it rained off. So yeah, it was looking like it was going to be good last night for them. So yeah, got to the international midget guys, but yeah, I'm sure they'll sort it out.
All right, mate. What about people who helped you get to where you are? You know, I know family's done a lot with them. You got your crew in there. Yeah.
There's a whole bunch, all my crew, all my mates, and all my family. Really, probably a big one will be Discount Tractor Parts. Brian and his brother Graham come and crew for me and sponsor me, so it's awesome. Tom at HREs, he's really helped me out this season with a wicked package. Mark at Revolution Engine Services. Come aboard, and he's the slickest dyno man in the country, so definitely helped us out there. And then all the rest of the sponsors, Lucas Oil, Pickworth Contracting, NFS Fabrication, TR Group, and everyone else has helped me along the way.
Awesome, mate. Josh, leave it up to you, 1NZ, mate, because there's people that help you out, Chiller, to get to the 1NZ. You just want to recognize them?
Yeah, there's definitely a few. Definitely my partner. There's endless hours in the shed, and sometimes it's pretty hard. My partner's parents put a lot of time and effort into my racing too. Willie Boland and Tracy, they help out. Sean Fowley Building, CSL, Brendan's been a real big help this year. I've got another engine on the way, hopefully better than this one. So that'll definitely hopefully go a little bit better. GJS Plumbing, Dallason's. There's just heaps of people that help out. Family, friends, the people in the weekend, just being around special people made it just such a special event. And thanks to all of them.
All right, awesome, bro. You know, without those people and everyone that helps you out to do what you do and the fun that you get to have, you know, your fans are out there trackside as well, cheering you guys on, and the others, you know, it's all good. So just about giving recognition to them. Huggies is watching you guys. Oh, Jay Holtham, Huggies, you know he's going to throw something in. Here's a bit of a curveball. This is probably the sexiest podium ever. 3 absolute hot rods. Cars go good too. That's bloody Huggies, eh? Anyone do it?
Well, yeah.
Anyone do it? Anyone do a shoey? Huggies is asking.
Gary,
no, the 1NZ Cup was filled up plenty of times on the night, so that's good.
Hey, I just want to make recognition of one of the drivers that qualified, and she won 2 races. You notice I said she when I think of. Should I just lost their bloody name now?
Gemma Palmer.
Gemma Holloway, that's the one.
Sorry.
Yeah, 14 for 14, you know, is what they're going to call it now. She's NZ 14. But to see her qualify, you know, in the highest qualifying Hawke's Bay driver, was just awesome to see her out there in the finals. You know, she was going bloody good on qualifying. That one of those races, and Mike Mack, you know, was helping her out. And Mike was just slowing traffic up. He didn't bloody waste them or wind them up. He slowed them up and he got her home. Then you got the South Island guy as well, you know, from Christchurch, the 151C. You know, that's a lot. That says a lot, eh? You know, especially when you think Gemma and the guy, is it Carl, I think his name, Carl from down the line?
Sweeting.
Oh, Wade Sweeting, yeah. You know, so it's just so cool, eh?
Yeah. It was a real mixed bag on the finals field, like as in, you know, there's a lot of guys from all over the show, and I guess it made it worthwhile for those guys to come up. Wade's always a hard charger from down south, so he'd be one of their top cars. So and his old man, you know, did the hard miles to get him all the way up here, you know, leaving on, well, would have been probably Christmas. He would have been leaving to come up here. So that was awesome. And it was awesome seeing Gemma in the finals too.
Yeah, no, she's still buzzing out. She's still on a high at the moment, just loving it. New car, and to see her out there. And yeah, when you're behind Mike Mack, you just don't know what the hell he's going to bloody do to you. So if it's a B, you know what you're in for. But he wants to get someone home from a strap. Mate, that's part of the entertainment. It's what you enjoy. And once again, thanks for joining us tonight. We've got a pretty full-on show. Congratulations on your podiums, and wish you all the best in the future. Gary, good luck, mate, on this weekend down at Huntly. And we'll see you other two young men around trackside, and good luck at the North Islands. Your 3 years in Stratford in a couple of weeks. Mate, it never ends. And I know, Gary, you got 240s. The bloody thing just never ends for you.
Yeah, it's what we do. It's what we love. So yeah, thanks what you guys do for the sport too. It's pretty good.
Yeah, no, we enjoy it, mate. And I just say thank you once again. And, on behalf of all the viewers who have popped in with questions and everything like that, congratulations to you three. And just good luck for the rest of the season. Let's hope the weather gods play on our side and you get to do more laps, eh? Take care, eh? Thank yous.
Awesome. Cheers, Kins.
Cheers. Thank yous. There we go, everyone. Josh, Scott, and Gary. Your 1, 2, and 3 NZ from the stock cars raced recently up there in Auckland. Good to have the three guys join us and congratulate them. Thank everyone that's associated with them as well. And, they've done it tough as well. All three said there was one hell of a weekend, especially qualifying. So just to make the finals on the finals night was just an achievement within itself. And for the three of them to take away 3, 2, and 1 was just amazing. So, yeah, good guys to talk to, Booker.
Yeah, mate, it was interesting. Listen to them. I mean, you can see they're just all over the moon, aren't they? I mean, they're just so happy with their podiums, and it's all well deserved. When you think about that stock car class of the New Zealand's, was it the top 4 from each group get to go through? I mean, that's a tough ask, mate. Like, seriously. And like we saw Gary spin. Now, I didn't realise he'd spun himself. He's told us that now.
Yeah.
To get back up there and do that, and to every driver that qualified, mate, I mean, just to qualify as a mission, and you got to take your hat off to every single person that turns up to an event to compete in the NZs. They travel, they got all that money on the line to be the top 4 in their group to get out, and then you got the same thing with the supers. You take your hat off to everybody that's going to turn up to Huntly Speedway this weekend and give it their all to qualify, for that prestige chance to go in the finals and be in that final group. I mean, you got to take your hat off to all these drivers out there, don't you, mate?
Oh, exactly. Anyone that goes and attends any type of championship in any class of speedway, we wish you all the best. And that's where it shows how good you are, really. It can come down to, well, as their stock car drivers know, a flat tire, and you've got to pull off. We saw a few of those drivers who were leading races and right up there. They could have been in contention, but pulled off. There was a few races we were watching, obviously, where a couple of cars, if they didn't do what they did, if they kept going and going and going and going, they may have qualified because there was some damage. There was all sorts happening. But, that's the way it is.
It's like I said, mate, like we were talking about it, the Mike Mack's group had that many DNFs in each race. If he had kept racing, he probably would have qualified,
exactly. That's what I was talking about.
It's just ridiculous. But anyway, we move on. Should we bring in Red and Ammaron to come and talk to us, mate?
Yeah, let's bring them in, eh?
Let's bring them in. Here we go. Welcome.
At Red's place. Hey, here we go.
Hey, Red, how you going?
Hey.
Yeah, good. A couple of handsome-looking buggers here.
Hey.
Yeah, that's the one. Hey, obviously, everyone's seen the decision. It was a tough decision, but it had to be made, and it's a good decision because if you rewind the clock back to last season, you guys had to do it tough with the title and many other events that you are wanting to host at the track because of that bloody COVID. And now we've got Mother Nature. But, you've driven ahead with it. I know, Red, you've been out on the track there with the water truck today, so that indicates there's no rain at the track today. It's all around us.
Yeah, mate, it's pretty unique up there weather-wise in the fact that the way the wind's blowing at the moment, the way it's fluctuating all around the place, it tends to go around us. And we haven't, if we had a shower of rain today, you didn't even get damp because it would just blow away, and the track is mint. Everything's ready to go. We've had a small team putting everything together, and it's been a long time bloody coming, I can tell you.
Yeah, mate, because, you do a lot of work at the place. You put so much into it, and that's just mildly what I'm saying there because there is a lot of investment. There is a lot of hard work done into this bloody event. And, when Mother Nature really turns up, but, fingers crossed, toes crossed, like you say, goes around and it stays around. Ammaron, mate, just want to commend you on what you've
Yes.
been doing on the social media side of things. Everyone's been loving the countdown from the top drivers, your live reports. And I know Red accredits this as well because, mate, you've been doing a lot. You've been thrown in the deep end and it's kind of your little baby and it's your passion and it's your love. And, you've just been keeping everyone updated on the daily basis on the social media. So thank you for that.
It's been good. I've enjoyed the journey with the top 26 as much as all the fans out there. It was a initiative for the fans and it was by the fans. So the input that they put in was the output they got out. And unfortunately for some people, their favourite drivers were ranked lower, but those were probably the guys that didn't even vote. So as I said, it was an initiative by the fans. It was for the fans and it's been bloody good. I've enjoyed the journey as much as they have.
Red. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I was just going to say, I've enjoyed it. We're seeing the build-up that's happened for this event, Ammaron. We don't see this effort by, you just don't see it. And I think it's great how you're promoting the event by doing this build-up. And I think a lot of tracks and others could take note of what you guys have done and work with that, Akins, to see what Ammaron's done and Red have done for this meeting. I think it's leading the way, showing us how it should be built up to, how the events like we love doing these build-ups to these events and getting it out there for everybody and get the hype going. And I think you've created a great hype with it, Ammaron. So well done to you, mate.
Yeah, thanks, Booker. Well, when we knew we were going to get the title, it was actually 2 years ago. It's been 2 years in the making. If you take into account the COVID-affected season we had last year, for obvious reasons, we had to shift it another 12 months, which makes us arrive to where we are now. But our approach with it was that we wanted to be a bit more different than what some of the other tracks have done. Not putting them down in a sense, but we just wanted to be different. So, and you guys would have seen that with the with our qualifying groups to have them named after these past Huntly and Forest Lake legends.
Yes,
and it also goes filter its way down to the rep recharge as well. So, obviously, in 1999, 1999 and 2012, with those championships we had Huntly. So we wanted to recognise both of those winners as well, and it was just the significance of it was to help boost the product of what we were trying to do, and that's what we've done, and the fans have responded accordingly. And as you mentioned, the build-up has been great.
Awesome. Red, mate, you've had a lot of input into this. I know you love the social media, eh? That's you.
Yeah, buddy. You've got to take your hat off to Ammaron. He's been the face of this. It doesn't always go as planned, and we've had our ups and downs and what have you. And he's a young man that's got a lot of future. And the other thing that the guys and girls in the background that have helped us, like Steve come along with his bloody drone, and I was amazed. I'm not up to technology, as you guys really know.
Yeah.
And he puts the drone up and it buggers off over the other side of the bloody paddock, and I couldn't even see it, and here he is, and he's got all these photos, and that's how you've got the introduction of the pits and all that sort of stuff, and to me that is where it's at, and the initiative that Ammaron has brought to it with other people's help has just been fantastic, and I think the small group that we've got putting all this together has been a tribute to our track, because over the last few days, I always go on about people not helping, and over the last few days, I've seen so many different classes. The mini stock kids have been fantastic. The production saloons have been fantastic. We've only got 2 saloons, so we really can't ask a lot from those guys. But the modified guys have been out there. The super stock guys were all out there the other night. And the mana there, it's fantastic. And I hope Mother Nature plays its part. The decision wasn't easy. There was no way it was easy. We have to take a whole lot of things into account when we make these decisions. We don't make them willy-nilly. And, I'll give you one example. The caterer has to go and buy 60 Ks worth of food for the weekend. So if we rain out, she's got 60K. Everybody in now, you're going to be eating up large. You know, but that's the reality of it. You know, we've got a lot invested into it, and we've also got our major sponsors, and we've got to do tribute to them too. You know, like Thomas and Wayne, Tony, the Pom, Basie. They've been partners in this thing. You know, so all those people all contribute. You know, and to deal with them, they all talk my language, so it's really easy. You know, and he does all the flash shit, but I you know, like I'm the brawn. You know, so it works really well. And my ladies and that on our executive and our committee and that, they've been amazing. You know, we've had our ups and downs, and you know, through COVID was crap for everybody, the whole country. And you know, it was a credit that we tried to run, and we invested a bit of money or quite a bit of money to make that happen. But we still give the competitor a chance to have a shot at running. You know, and that got us quite a lot of kudos. But I have to say, for this championship, you know, I haven't looked forward to a meeting like this for such a long time. You know, it's the caliber of the competitors, the young people that are out there now. You know, the old guys like myself, they're putting young guys and girls in cars. You know, and to see those people out there and to see how much they love it and how their manner is the same as what ours used to be. You know, when we were racing. And I was never good at racing. I just built the car to drink piss, to be honest. But, you know, the thing was that, you know, like, they're still doing the same stuff. We're still traveling all over the country. Everybody gets on well. Everybody looks after everybody. You can leave your bloody kid and someone will find it if it gets lost or whatever, you know. And that's Speedway. That's the Speedway that we know, you know. And I think if we could generate that through all the hard times on this weekend, we're going to have a successful weekend. And it like really ups to him and our IT guys, because they've done stuff that I know jack shit about, you know. But it's a credit to them, you know. And look at him; he's only young. He's not old like me.
Yeah, mate. That is truly spoken like a true reflection of a legend that's been associated with the track for a long time. Your heart is in the right place. The passion you just delivered there in that little segment then, Red, is just credit to a guy that is the track. That's your home, eh? That's your home. That's where your love and your passion, that's where your blood, sweat and tears have been put into, not only because of this event that's coming up, but it's over the years you've spoken about. I can feel that coming from your energy. And when you recognize this young man next to you and everyone else that's put in that hard mahi, that work behind the scenes, it's not about one person, it's a team. And it's basically a team of volunteers. And someone has to make a decision, you know, and you know, it is what it is. But mate, I could feel that coming from your energy then, Red. You love it. You love it. It's in your blood. And like you say, you built your car just to drink piss. That's what it was like back in the days, mate.
Well, that was true.
I know that's true. I know very much that is bloody true. But yeah. I know those old days. Hey, itinerary, Ammaron, I'm going to hand it over to you, mate. Practice tomorrow gets underway for the cars. I'm guessing, well, hopefully around 7 o'clock. The Pits Media, Jason, the team doing a live stream with that, $15 to watch that. Then, of course, you get right into the busy side of it on the Friday and Saturday, eh?
Yeah, that's correct, KINSER. So, yep, obviously got our practice tomorrow, from 7 p.m. and that runs right through majority of the course of the evening until they've all had enough practice, I guess, and they decide to bugger off. So, but we'll give these guys every opportunity they can to get track time ahead of before Friday, and then, as you mentioned, is when the real business starts on the Friday with. Get into our scrutineering, which you guys will be doing a live stream from. But we're looking at having some food stalls there, as well as a couple of expo stands. We've got a couple of modifieds, Sam and Brad Lane. They'll be bringing their cars down to promote their New Zealand Modified Championship for later in the season. As well as the vehicle checking itself, so there'll be plenty for people to do, and if they get hungry, then there'll be some kai options for them there as well if they do get hungry. So,
awesome, mate.
Yeah,
looking forward.
Yeah.
It's a real family type of event, the Scrutineer. I know you've been focusing on making a real family attraction, so come along and be part of that. The itinerary stays the same. All the details have been confirmed, as you will see. That's been shared by Ammaron and many others on their websites and Facebook platforms and everything like that. It's bloody awesome, mate. So cool. It's Saturday finals time. Get there early, I'm guessing. It's a place that gets jam-packed and the queue of cars trying to get in there. I wouldn't say try and turn up at what time's it all start? 6:30. I wouldn't say try and get there bloody 6. You won't get a seat in the house.
No, you're right there, Kins. We're bloody, but we're looking forward to that side of it. We're looking forward to everybody turning up and enjoying a great championship. There's a lot of good old hands out there. There's a lot of young fellas, a lot of young talent, and anybody can win on the day. It's you're only taking 4th on the bloody each heat, so anybody can win. But the thing is that what we're trying to do, and we could put our gate prices and all that sort of stuff up and get more money and all this, but it's not about money. It's about getting people to watch our sport. And whatever's gone down in the past with all this bloody politics stuff, we don't want any of that stuff. We just want to go racing. We want to have a good time, have fun, and have a lot of laughter once we've crowned the championship, And that's what this young fellow here has done. He's created something that is very unique, and with the other IT guys as well. And so all we've got to do now is Mother Nature's got to play her part, and the competitors got to enjoy what they do, because they make the sport. They're the talent, but you've got to come and enjoy it, and not let the sport be bigger than you. Just enjoy it, and enhance those moments, because that's what we promote in Huntly. We love the families, and I know, on the big promotions you should say, oh no, we don't want the families, but we do want the families. I love seeing the kids there, and that's what it's about, because all of these older fellas like your age, Kins and Book, you've all got muckers out there, and you need to be able to afford it.
Yeah.
And the thing we do is that if you want to bring a bloody cut lunch, you can bring a cut lunch. If you want to bring a drink bottle, you can bring a drink bottle. Because there's a few of us around that still can't afford that stuff, but if you want a hot dog and a flash bloody burger, well, we can do that as well, So that's what the whole thing is, to get the atmosphere going. And we've got the great commentators from previous events coming up. And we got something, for the final, I'm not going to expose what's going on because I reckon it's going to be pretty bloody damn good. So when we do the presentation, we're going to ask the crowd to be part of that as well. And so I'm really looking forward to it. So we just got to get it right. And if there's something that's not right, we'll make it better next time. But,
you've got me even more excited for the weekend now, Red. You've pumped me up. I'm supposed to be here to pump everyone else up. You've got me fucking going now. I want to know what's going to happen on the finals night now. You've put that out there, Akins.
One of the things that I like to do is sponsors are very hard to find in any sport or any competitors thing, and we've got to say thank you to the sponsors, so we're going to do something special for them. They've done something special for us, and we've got to show that, and we've got to bring the crowd to them to say, hey, we appreciate what you've done for us as well, so that's the whole thinking behind it all. It'll probably turn all to shit, but we'll make the most of it and go from there.
Right. I do appreciate you two joining us, and I can't go any further with talking to you two because you've wrapped it up like the true legend you are, mate. We're excited. I know you're excited. Look, fingers, toes crossed by all the fans, the drivers. They want to put on a show. I love your philosophy. I love the focus on what the track is based on, and you can't take anything away. It's all about family. It's about the kids. You take a look at that mini stock class, mate. That's where it all starts. They are the future of our sport. So if you can get more families here, make it affordable, make it an entertainment value side of things. It's a showcase, and whatever unfolds on the track will unfold. The new 3, 2, and 1 NZ will be crowned. It could be current ones, we don't know, but I will say the build-up you guys have done through social media has just been amazing.
That's all I hear.
Yeah, and the work that you do too, Red, in that track. You put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into that bloody place, mate. And it means so much to you. I know what it means to you, that place. It's in the Wooten family blood. And many other big names that have been associated with the groups, how you did your qualifying groups. Those are true legends that are based on that track we are talking about. That's what it means to you. And I can feel that. We can hear it. We can see it. So credit back at you two. A tough decision you made. A bloody good decision. Let's get the action underway Friday and Saturday. And let's get to the racetrack and support everyone who has put a lot of work in behind the scenes and to make this event happen. You've had shit during the COVID. Let's get underway. You know, let's credit everyone that's put in the volunteer hours, and let's do what we need to do and get along there on Friday and Saturday. So I do appreciate it. I'm looking forward to being down at the Red and Ammaron to do some stuff with you guys down there as well. So thank you for asking us to come down to be part of that. And mate, let's just get on and let's rock and roll, eh?
What's the bugger, boy?
Hey, let's rock this chicken Aikens, eh?
Hey. As he would say, give it the hoot
Give it the hoot nanny. Thanks, guys. We appreciate your time, mate.
Friday morning. Awesome.
Okay, boys.
Cheers. Thank you. So there we go. A couple of very passionate gentlemen who have been doing the work behind the scenes, not only just for the last couple of days, but for a long time. And Ammaron in particular, with what he's been doing on social media. Tomorrow will be announced the number 2 ranked driver, and then, of course, the number 1. It just happens. I'm guessing one of the guys that's going to join us next could be in that top 2.
Oh, I think he's got to be in that top 2, doesn't he? We better bring them in, eh? Should we bring them in? We'll bring in Mitch and Pete. Here we go. Here's Mitch and Pete. How are yous?
Yeah, good, mate.
Awesome.
Yeah, well, you guys would have heard bloody Reed go into town there. You know, it just shows the credit of the guy, the stature of a guy, a true legend when it comes to that track. It's in his blood, eh? You know, and just shows he's passionate and he's just ready to get bloody into it.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, been a long time coming for him.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, we think we do work in the shed, but he's, I think he's more passionate than us.
Yeah. He drives around the track. He'll be back out there tomorrow. He'll be living it. He's down there from dusk to bloody dawn, you know, and he'll be the
first. He's on his way out there right now.
Yeah, I'd say so when he's finished. Bloody bugger. Well, you know, it just shows a love and passion. Hey, I just want to say thank you both for joining us. Pete, I know you've been busy in the shed, but mate, you know, you'll be excited now they made the call at 4 o'clock, I would guess. Time to prepare yourself and get yourself ready to race.
I've been preparing for a few days now, like for a few weeks probably, but, you know, let's just hope the rain stays away and we can get it done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mitch, you look pretty laid back and lax back, mate. What's been happening? What's been going down, mate? You just been enjoying a bit of lax life, eh?
Yeah, it's been pretty crazy on for me.
Pardon?
It's been pretty crazy on for me, mate. Yeah, just... I went and watched a bit of racing, a bit of open wheelers as well, and New Zealand Stockcar Champs and whatnot. So it's been good. Probably got to a few race meetings I'd never normally would. And did attempt to have a bit of a holiday up north, but the weather's been not too good. So shot back again to Waikato last night. Watched a little bit of racing there before it got rained out. So pretty crazy summer for me compared to usual.
Yeah. Otherwise, you'll be full on. Go, Books.
I was going to say, are you feeling the bug? You've made a decision to not race for the season now? Is that's over the head knock, is it?
Yeah, that was that was part of it, obviously, but my stand down's over now and I could be back out there racing. I just wanted to take a break for a while now, really, and knew after that head knock I needed to have a little bit of a break, and it just kind of made sense. So if I'm going to miss a part of this season, why not just make this my break, you know? I hadn't really been missing it much, to be honest. New Zealand Stockcar Champs was quite hard to watch, but you know, that's when I really started wanting to be there. But since then, to be honest, it's been quite good. Just take some time, hang out with family, and just so many other projects on at home, and there's always plenty happening. So I definitely haven't been bored.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, I suppose someone that doesn't take time with anything, he's just busy in his bloody shed building race cars like it's nothing. AP, you just full on every bloody day.
I choose to be like that, but
yeah,
you know, what else would you do?
Oh, you're hard out. But, you know, I'm just looking at the bloody outright winner, NZ Championship 2023, the TAB odds. And I take a look at Peter Rees paying $10, and you see his boys up there, Ethan at 9 and bloody Asher at 8. Mate, do you ever take a look at those things? They mean anything to you?
Betting's actually against what I do.
Yeah.
You know, in one breath the government says we've got a betting problem, and then they promote betting. So, no, I'm against KOB. Sorry.
Oh, good on you. Good on you. So you'd be excited. Oh, sorry, go Books.
No, I was going to say, so how are you boys feeling towards it? Ash is our defending champ. Is he all pumped and ready to go, Pete?
Oh, he gets a little bit edgy before a meeting like this, and probably thinking back, I probably used to as well. Now we go there for a good time. He's you know, it's one of his first time in Superstocks. He'll get through this meeting and lose it, win it, or whatever. He'll be a better person for it, and you know he'll learn from it just like I have in the past.
Yeah. Mitch, obviously no 3NZ there and no 2NZ with Jason selling his car, and mate, that'll be different, eh? You know, when you think about it, you're going to be in there watching and seeing how it goes.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely be there watching and just helping out. You know, I was heaps of mates in the class and club mates and whatnot. So just go down there and hang out and give them as much of a help, you know, as possible. And just try and watch for once. It's been a while since I've watched any sort of national titles and stock cars or supers. So yeah, I guess and one part of me is looking forward to watching it, see what unfolds. Don't normally get to see it.
Hey, Red mentioned a bit of a comment there, Pete. Back in the day, he didn't race that good. He was saying, you know, he wasn't that good. He just built a car to drink piss, basically, is what he said. Back in the old days, eh?
Yeah, that's him saying that now. He raced the car to do what races do, to enjoy it and to go fast. I mean, it is a race.
Yeah.
So you know, and he does like his piss. I know the old Red, but he raced like we do. We raced to win. And then we have good time afterwards. And Red just had an extra good time. And I must say, Mitch ain't going there to enjoy it. He's going there to help us. We've got a new tyre ruling that we need a hand with, and Mitch's the perfect person for that. So, you know, Mitch is going to be there hands-on helping us.
There you go, Mitch.
Yeah. Apparently. Yeah.
Gonna be put to work.
Yeah. No, it's still part of it. I actually love it. Sometimes come home from a race meeting that I haven't raced at and often enjoy it as much or sometimes more just helping people out, to be honest. Even during the week, just always have people bringing their cars to my shed and helping them out and whatnot. And it's actually part of the sport that I really like it, especially younger guys and new people in there. It's quite satisfying when you see them struggle, so you help them, and then you see them do better and how happy they are. And then, you know, I remember what it was like struggling at the start too. So I really enjoy helping people. And then, like I say, with all this tyre stuff going down, it'd be interesting to see how this unfolds, I suppose. Had heaps of people messaging and ringing, and I know hot topic, I guess, everywhere I've been, with people asking what's going to happen about it, and who really knows at this stage.
I think it'll just be what it'll be, won't it? I mean, you're going there to race, aren't you, Pete? And then if it happens, it happens. Otherwise, just get in there, suit up, and enjoy yourself.
Oh, we're definitely going there to enjoy yourself, but it'll be what it'll be, is a bit of a cop-out. It'll be what we make it. You know, we're going there to enjoy yourself and make it a good event for ourselves, the spectators, Red Whitten. So, you know, we're going there for several reasons, not just to be what it'll be.
Yep.
So the track, Huntly, Pete, you know, how do you go there, mate? You know, people have bogey tracks, people have good tracks. How you've gone there in the past, mate?
Well, I've had some good success at Huntly. One of my first Stockcar Champs there. Ethan goes really well there. It's a great track. To be fair, I haven't got a bogey track. Red does his best to do that. We do prepare for a champion style track, slick, dusty, whatever it comes. You know, if the rain comes and we do run, we might get a bit of a good track for a while. But if you make finals night, we're going to have a slick, dusty track. So we prepare for that. Cars prepare for that. It's just the way it is. I mean, with so many cars on track, it's just what we have to prepare for.
Yeah, get through the Friday night. I guess the qualifying's going to be bloody tough, especially with the championship meeting as it is, because it hasn't been able to run like many other championship meetings as well. So everyone will be doing all their best, giving it their 100% plus. Then you take a look at what happens on the bloody Saturday. So it'll be what it'll be in that regards, but you'll be out there doing what you do. It's the love, it's the passion that you guys have. Obviously, Mitch will be helping, working with you there, just found out. So that's his job. He's got his role there to do. And everyone's just geared up now, aren't they? That's all it is. The call was going to be made. It got made this afternoon. It's ready to soldier on, as Ammaron said on this live update, and just bring it on, I would guess.
Oh, hey, it's a call that had to be made. Right or wrong, good on them. We'll come to Huntly because they've made the call. Yeah, you're right. That side of it will be what it is. It's just our side of it is we have to change to suit what it is on the day or at the time or on the race. So, hey, it's a New Zealand title. We are seriously looking forward to it, and some track time. Man, we haven't had bugger all this year.
Yeah.
Do you take with all the Rees race cars that are out there, Pete? Do you take extra bits of you to the New Zealand Champs just in case customers need them or anything like that, or do you just take enough for yourself, or do you do anything extra like that? I mean, you guys had that truck that you take, which I think was just amazing. That you, I mean, I remember the New Zealand's at Miani, and you guys weren't even racing, but you turned up and you got guys back on the track and help, which I think was just outstanding. Is that truck going back up there with you as well, or are you just concentrating on the cars to?
No, definitely the truck's going up for ourselves and anyone else.
Yeah.
Josh Prentice is driving it up, actually, truck and trailer full of parts. It's there for everybody. It's there for ourselves. It's part of. It's going to become part of the sport. It's something that's probably needed for a while, and we've got it, so we take it.
Yeah, I love it. People talked about, they talk about the battles on track, like for example the set with yourself and Humphreys, and then last year at the 240s afterwards, people talked about how after that meeting you guys hit each other, but after that you guys were helping him fix his car and put it on the trailer and everything, and that's what the sport's about, isn't it? What's on the track stays on the track, and then you get back in the pits and you do your thing.
That's how I was taught. Like Peter B taught me that. He biffed me out the way one night, come and introduce himself, and said, "You're in my way," so I biffed you out the way, and then we had a beer.
Yeah,
it's how I was taught, and it's how William Humphreys was taught. There's a few other people that need to be taught that, but they get taught that eventually. It is Speedway, we stick the raw on the track, but we are just humans off the track, and we get on with it.
Yeah,
100%. Look, Mitch, I know you're pretty excited. Obviously, it's going to be a bit different for you. It's been a while, actually, I'm guessing, but at least you now know you're going to be doing a bit of work down there, but you'll get a bit of spectator time and watching, and you'll be excited for Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, for sure. Looking forward to it. I was actually just hanging out in Rotorua now, just waiting for racing. So, yeah, I've had a few days chilling out, and really looking forward to, I guess, just also catching up with a whole bunch of people with all the rainouts we've had. We haven't hasn't been a lot of racing going down, so it's always good just at those big meetings. There's a whole bunch of people you don't see quite so often, catching up with them, and I guess seeing what unfolds. It could be an interesting weekend. And then I guess from there, starting getting ready for 240s and teams as well. So looking forward to those meetings.
Awesome, mate. Paige, this morning Team GB was announced. It'd be good just to have the ponds back, whether it be 240s and the teams. They've been missed over the recent years down in Palmy, but just good to see them coming back over. They'll be excited as well. They'll be like amped to get over here with the young guys, the Briscoe F1 champ, the young dude, and a couple of new guys. The Waymans always come over, but just good to see them back.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I've been over there and they've helped us out, and we're trying to help them out over here. And we have missed them in the last couple of COVID years. So I bet you they're looking forward to that 48-hour plane flight that I hate. They must be actually due in shortly, are they?
Yeah. I'm guessing next week,
Yeah.
Guessing next
week.
Week.
Good luck to them on the flight, because it's the worst part. But they will help them when we go over here. And those guys are super competitive. So, it brings the next level for us as well. So it saves us getting complacent.
Hey, we started the show off earlier on recognising, congratulating the new 3-2-1 NZ from the New Zealand Stockcar Championships. We had Josh, Scott, and Gary. Gary actually made mention of you, Pete. He was trying to wonder if you were sitting there listening to the show. I think he was kind of hopefully wanting a new car or something like that. Hey, Booker, he was going on about it. He needed a sponsor.
We all need sponsors.
Yeah, 100%.
I'll do him a deal. I'll sponsor him if he sponsors me.
I'll have to message Gary later. See if you heard that. But no, it's all good. Yeah, exactly. Hey, when you take a look at their Stockcar Championship that was held up there in Auckland just recently, and you take a look at the young guys coming through, little young Josh, he's been on the podium before, his second podium, new one in Z. Young Scott Tennant, the name Tennant, been around for many years with his dad, and Scott's no slouch when it comes to racing too, and just good to see them out there, these young people coming on through. And then I made mention of Gemma. Gemma from the Hawke's Bay, to make it into the finals, thanks to Mike Mack doing his little blockhead and stuff. But, mate, that's just part of it, eh?
Oh, it is. And I was happy for Gemma. She's got a new car this year and pretty proud to build her a car. And she's an awesome girl and been battling for years. And like her old man, him and I have had battles on track, but not off track. So it's good to help them out. And I think when she qualified, she texted me, thank you on that. So that goes a long way for me as well.
Yeah, I was watching her being interviewed down in Miami just before tonight's racing got underway. She just thanked you for the chassis and everything. Just a dream to drive, and she was recognising all of those. She was still buzzing, actually. And why not? Because she hasn't done much racing. She raced up there. She qualified number 14 NZ, 14 for 14. She's going to call herself now. And also got a racing down at Huntly on their way home. But she's still fizzing and buzzing out. And that's what it's about. People can remember that stuff. That's memories you will have forever. It's just one of those things.
For sure. Definitely. And I've got a lot of good customers like that.
Yeah.
Mitch is actually one of them. So.
Yeah.
So, Mitch, are you back next year with 2 cars again? Is it that the plan?
Yeah, that's the plan at this stage. Both cars in the shed, both ready to go. There's part of the reason why I've decided to take the break now. That I can really have a full 12-month break. Both cars are not needing any work, so I don't have to rebuild them in the winter and that. If I come back and race at the last half of the year, then it kind of becomes the cars get to a bit of an awkward stage. They're not worth rebuilding, but they're a bit scruffy to start the year and whatnot. So the timing was good. And young Charlie Sauter from the UK, he's actually running my Super at the 240s.
Oh, okay.
So a couple of little jobs to do on that, get that ready for him. I've got a new seat for him and whatnot, so fit that up. I'll tow that up and run it for him. And I've also, the Poms have brought Phil Ogle's car as well, so that's in my shed. Going to get that ready to go for them to race that the whole time they're here. So I've definitely got plenty of things to do anyway.
I was going to say, it sounds like you got a lot. You'd be getting as busy as Pete there by the sounds of bloody things, eh?
Yeah. Hopefully not too much damage at 240s, and I'll just give the cars a bit of a spruce up and put them away, and that's ready. But yeah, next season, hey, I'm looking forward to it already, and I haven't fully made my mind up yet on what I'm doing as far as I did talk about maybe doing a couple of skids at the end of this year or whatever, just keep fresh, get some seat time, and also wasn't sure if I'm going to head back to the UK this winter or not as well. So just really sitting it out, take a break, see how I feel closer to the time. Really, there's no rush. So.
Yeah,
mate, you enjoy some downtime, and you're spending it with the family and everything like that. And the racing will come along when you make your decision and you decide you want to get back out there. But for now, your focus is helping out this gentleman next year, this Friday and Saturday. But good luck with that journey. And you're doing what you need to do. And a lot of drivers just need to take a break, and you'll get some seat time, mate. You're talented, so it wouldn't take that much for you to jump behind another wheel and get back out there and do what you do. Like this guy, because believe it or not, there's still the 2 and the number 1 to be announced on the countdown from the top 26 drivers.
Yes.
Thanks to Ammaron with the Buildup to Huntly. We're all guessing that this guy in front of us is going to be one of those. Everyone's been posting up every bloody thing. Pete Rees has to be either 2 or 1. So it's all voted by the people out there. It's the people's choice. That's what Ammaron said. It's not his choice. It's not the Huntly Track's choice. It's the people's choice. And that's how it all started, part of the road to New Zealand Superstock with AMS as we do the build up on there as well. Guys, thank you both for joining us. Be safe out there, Mitch, and we'll see you trackside hopefully soon. Well, this weekend, no doubt. Pete, we'll catch up trackside in Huntly, and wish yourself and your boys all the best, eh?
Hey, before you go,
Sounds good, mate. Thank you.
can I quickly show my cars because they've finally got sign writing on them.
100%.
Oh, you go hard
Go
out.
hard,
Yeah.
mate.
Go, mate.
Let me know if it works.
What might happen then? Booker might blow the whole screen up just to you, actually.
I'll bring it up. I'll bring him up. Yeah, I'll do it. Hang on. Let's see if I can go.
Is it working?
Yeah, it's working clear as. There we
Look
go.
at that.
It's all yours. Take us around.
Ashes got revealed a couple of weeks ago, but mine and Ethan's hadn't. So there they are. First to see it.
Awesome.
Keep
I love
walking
Ash's
around.
wing,
You
Pete.
get closer.
Oh, yeah, look at that. That looks sexy as.
Hope SNZ are watching this because they've got those illegal mufflers on there. Might even have some illegal tyres on there. How's that?
Awesome.
That,
Pete. Thank you for
that
doing
was
that
awesome.
for
But
us.
I love that wing of Ashes. I saw it. I saw the picture of it at the Speedway garage there. I really love that wing, eh?
Hey, it's a fin.
Well, I love the fin.
Read the rule book. Read the rule book.
Hey, thanks for that, Pete. They look freaking awesome.
Awesome. All good.
You didn't want to try a fin, Pete? You or Ethan?
Oh, wait, see if he gets away with it.
Oh, okay.
We know how they work. They'll change the rule tomorrow.
Wicked. Thanks, Pete, for sharing us around the shed show and the cars. Looks good, mate. They always looks, they're outstanding every time they bloody show up, and you guys do good work. Cheers, Mitch. Thanks for joining us. All the best, and we'll catch up with you two gentlemen down at the scrutineering this coming Friday. So we'll come up and have a chat and, yeah, have a bit of fun, eh?
Sounds good, guys. Thank you.
All good.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for your time.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you very much. So there we go. Peter Rees, Mitch Vickery, wrapping up our big show tonight, actually, which started right at the start with the 2, 3, and 1 NZs from the New Zealand stock cars, Gary Lonergan, Scott Tennant, and of course Josh Walsh, the 1 NZ. And then of course we caught up with a very, very passionate Red Wooten, and of course the guy who's been doing an amazing job on social media, Road to the New Zealand Superstocks at Ammaron, joined us as well. And then of course those two guys, Peter Rees and Mitch Vickery, as Mitch mentioned, having a break from the season, but obviously the 3 NZ car will be back out there at the World 240s with the young guy that won the Briscoe F1. So he'll be peddling that. And of course, the Poms, you all know, Team GB are coming over, and big news on that as well. We'll be catching up with some of them drivers as they arrive in the country as well, maybe part of the build-up to the 240s, but definitely on the cards as part of our teens build-up that we're going to do in February when we build up to the big event in Palmerston early February. So thank you for all the questions. Yeah, the cars look great. Thanks, Lance, for joining in. Wicked. Thank you to all the good comments here. Tony Gallagher, yeah, it's a fin. The Spanks, everyone's giving the thumbs up there. The list just goes on and on and on. And
it's
Tracy Vincent.
and come and say hi to us. We're going to be at scrutineering. We'll probably be up where the cars are going to be scrutineered, and we'll be interviewing drivers and stuff live for you guys on our Facebook here. So hopefully, well, that's all dependent though that we do get a signal down where they're doing scrutineering. If they don't, we're probably going to record it for everybody and we'll play it later. So just watch our Facebook, and hopefully we can go live and give you people something different down there as well in that family atmosphere, Kins.
Oh, hard out. It's all a family show. That's the way they've focused this big event. They made the call at 4 o'clock this afternoon. As well, Tracy Vincent, good to have you watching as always. I know you've been around following all Pickens and everything like that, been to the racetracks here and there, enjoying the summer season of racing. For those who have got the opportunity during the summer season, you're very, very lucky because a lot of tracks have been either rained off, but there's been some good racing. And as I say, everyone's still loving the racing down at Miani at the moment. With the cars down there as well. The Giz, third in his first heat. It's not too bad for someone who doesn't drive full time in those cars, but you throw him on anything, he's bloody good. we'd like to invite him into a sim race with us. He'd much sure kick our asses. 'Cause he's that good.
Hey, listen, and if you're traveling, be safe. Get there.
Yeah.
Remember the track's for racing, not the road. So
Yeah. And the weather's going to be wet too on the way into the track. So just be mindful. Don't get there late. Don't try and barge if you've through to get a park. Don't abuse the people who are doing all the car parking area. Get there early is a suggestion.
Yeah.
Davo, Helen. Yeah, Davo. Look forward to catching up. We'll see you there, mate. I know you're back from Aussie. Bex for 1NZ from Jason Coley. Got a nice looking bus, by the way. Big design on the back of her new bus and everything. But yeah, that's a wrap for the show, everyone. Just be safe out there on the road. Look, the road toll ended this morning during the holiday period. It wasn't the best. It was our biggest for some time. But like we say, just be patient out there. Leave the racing to the guys on the track. Enjoy the family atmosphere. Go and catch up with Red. Have a good chat with him because talking to him, his passion and his love, it's just unbelievable. True legend. Just the status
100%.
of the guy. Yeah, you know, I'm going to try and get me a cowboy hat and walk up to him. And, hey, mate, I'm a brown version of a Red. You can call me Red. Tyson, I come in to buy a T-shirt, by the way, too. And you, Gary Hunter.
Okay,
awesome
team. Well,
show.
thank you, Kins. Awesome again, mate. And thank you, everybody that tuned in and watched it. I hope you enjoyed the show. And we should see you at Huntly.
Yeah, see you at Huntly, and we'll try and squeeze something in for Wednesday too. I've been talking to a couple of guys. There's a New Zealand Saloon Champs at Bay Park. We may have a young guy join us. When we had on one time, he kind of stuffed up our system because we'll see. But we've got a new platform now.
Yeah,
so
we're
we might
Flash
catch
now, bro.
We're Flash fellas. See us. Take care, everyone. See you at Huntly. Welcome along, everyone. What was it like, that experience, jumping into your first race?
It's been my life ever since I can remember.
Look, it really was unbelievable.
I think it's awesome.
Just go out there and give it your every time. And
When you're young and you're getting your old man super stock and you wreck it, I mean, it's pretty cool.
Craig Booker with the big smile. He is the voice that's behind what you get to hear every Sunday night.
Give it the hoot, Daddy. Look at that field. Doesn't it look fantastic?